What do you make of this ongoing row between, I suppose, the establishment and indeed Harry and Meghan? Let's start with, whose side are you on?
Well, first of all, I'm taken aback with the coverage. I mean, it's absolutely crazy. When I was preparing for this, it was either the budget or Meghan and Harry. And I was like, God, don't we have, why don't we focus on the pandemic or the budget?
Well, because I suppose because everybody's bored of it and this is a distraction. And what is fascinating is that we have a royal soap opera that was dramatized on Netflix. And we all watched that and enjoyed it. And even Harry said that he saw it for what it was. But then I guess if Netflix is your boss, you're not going to criticize them. And then we've seen this soap opera play out, that we've got two individuals. They used to be part of the royal family. They decided to step back from their duties. They said, and they took one of the big national newspapers to court over privacy. And yet every single day they are doing everything they possibly can to get the front pages. It is absolutely astonishing.
What would you rather have them do? Just completely disappear into the ether and never say anything again? Because
Yes.
I would say with that, it's an absolute waste of a platform. The charity work that they do, they have this position of influence. I don't see an issue with them wanting
to their enormous personal wealth. It's so hypocritical. The amount of money that they have rinsed out of Netflix and Spotify and goodness only know which investment banks and various other things, off the back of the fact that Harry is formerly of a royal duty. And she was, an actress in Suits. I mean, if she was an actress in Suits and tried to go and get those deals, she might be offered a few $100,000. Great. She is offered millions of dollars. He is offered millions of dollars simply because they're a part of an institution that you and I have paid for and you and I have invested in, if you like, as a nation. It's not compatible.
Well, first of all, I was under the impression that they were paying back a lot of the money that we had sort of given for house renovations, etc. But what I would say, to that point with the taxpayers' money, I can't imagine for a second that that people are moaning about the amount of money that we give to other members of the royal family that perhaps align themselves with unfavourable characters. If you know who I'm talking about, where's all the conversation around that? I presume we're still paying.
That should
be
that. Yeah, absolutely. That should be pulled to pieces.
So where's the coverage of that? Let's just take a second to contrast the coverage of Prince Andrew.
To be fair, he was on the front pages of the newspapers for an awful long time,
but not like this. Yeah, like this. The fury behind the headlines, you can't avoid it.
But
toxic Meghan, no, not at all.
But it's not about. You see, this is a fascinating point. So in the Daily Mirror, we've got this thing which is typecast as black and angry, aggressive, scary. Sadly, those are the words commonly used without merit to describe black women. I'm not having a go at her. I'm having a go at them. I don't care what colour her skin is. I don't care what colour his hair is. I care about the fact that these two are behaving like petulant children in a situation where we have a national crisis. His grandfather is desperately ill. This is the wrong time to be doing an interview with Oprah Winfrey to line your pockets. It's disgusting.
I think that, consent is something that we need to think about. And I think at the end of the day, we should have the right, whether we're in the industry or not, with who we want to speak to and the people that we trust in the media. From day one, if you compare the stories, of Meghan and Kate in the UK media, why would you want to stay? Why would you want to give them the time of day? Wouldn't you rather speak to people? I'd leave. Wouldn't you want to speak to people that that you have a safe space, especially when, you've been put in this position and, the toxicity around this, it's absolutely insane. And I do think, if this had been Kate saying, I want to do this, I want to do that, I can't imagine for a second that the coverage would be the same as it is now. The reality is the UK media and a lot of the public have seen this American woman that's come in, that's been very loud about her opinions, wanting to do good things. People don't like that in the royal family, and they ostracized her from day one, in my opinion.